Hello, so I'm going to make a short video on how to update your WordPress Divi website menu, links, modules, options. Um, it could be all kinds of words used for it. Anywho, this is actually for a learning management system site that I put together. And after creating it, they made some changes to their courses and where they were going to be using different modules. So I'm going to briefly show you how you can make those changes um, on here. So first thing I'm going to do is update the menu because let's see, I'm going to go into appearance on the left hand menu. Go down to menus. And the one that we are going to be changing is everything that's under the Rebel. We're going to be moving some things around. So we're moving outsourcing over to a different module. We're just going to be moving a few things around. So we're going to move outsourcing over to command. And all I'm going to do is I don't know if you can see this square. Anytime you move like a whole block of something in WordPress, it's going to give you like a 4 arrows in a square diamond shape. And when you click on it, like you just hold down you left click on the mouse to hold that actual title, and you're going to hold it and see how it's moving. You're just going to click and drag. I'm going to move outsourcing down to command. It's going to be the first one under command. And you just kind of hold it down as you go. And where movement is, I'm actually going to put outsourcing there. And then I'm going to go back up, scroll back up. Automation is also going to go down to command. I'm going to put that second after the first one. It's going to go where movement's at. It's not covering it, it's just moving it down. You see that it's all down here. Movement. I don't know what the heck happened there. I'll fix it in a second. Okay, and see, outsource automation events and authority building. Authority building is also going to go down to command. Back up to Rebel, top. Events is also going to move down to command. All I'm doing is clicking and dragging, moving these around. Branding, party building. Okay, so everything's moved out of Rebel. And what I'm going to place under Rebel is story. We'll start with that one, origin story. And then niche. And plan. These are all these are the changes that he specifically requested. So plan and mindset. Mindset needs to be moved up to Rebel as well. So I've click and dragged each of those to fall under Rebel. Let's check the next one. Crusade. Here's Crusade. We moved a lot of stuff out of there. Crusade should have sales, marketing, or funnel. Just clicking and dragging it up. and branding. Okay, nothing else there. Conquer, I need to have almost system. Right model, measure the processes. I'm looking for something here. Just a moment. Okay, so movement is going to go under Conquer. Automation is supposed to be under Command. I'm going to move that after outsourcing. Conquer should be movement and then model. I'm going to find model. Again, I'm just clicking and dragging the whole sub-series. So it's going to be movement. I figure out where I'm at here. I'm just scrolling. Conquer should have tribe. Oops. Or movement, excuse me. So movement, model, signature system, and processes. Find a signature system right here. And processes needs to go up there. It's not too far. Processes. Okay. All right. And command should have outsourcing first, then automation, events, and then authority building. So I'm going to move the events. And I'm looking at basically looking at a diagram that he sent to me, so I know this is how he wants it. But I'm showing you how it's easy just to click and drag to move things around. This is actually the easier piece. It looked a little confusing maybe because the screen's moving, but all I was doing was just clicking on the subsection I wanted to move, and everything under that, when you click on these things, anything that's under it, a subheading, is going to move with it. So you don't have to move each individual one. Excuse me. So now I'm going to save my menu. I've got my menu correct on here. There's a lot of things that are going to need to change on here since they have different categories now. So I'm going to start. I need to go up here into pages. You don't have to do it this way. Actually, let's do it the easy way. I'm going to go to dashboard and access it this way. View your site up here in your dashboard. I'll just do it that way so you can see what I'm doing as I go in the Enable Visual Builder. This is just the home page. I'm going to have to change all the layout of this. Rebel needs to have different things over in here. So I'm going to want to enable my Visual Builder again up here in the top. And I'm going to do click and drag a lot. So under Rebel, I want the origin story to go up top. You just click and drag. I just moved that there, origin story. Then I want my niche to go next. Just clicking and drag it to move. And then plan is fine and mindset is fine. My next category is crusade. I want sales, marketing, funnel, and then branding. So I'm going to move my funnel up one. I'm just clicking and dragging. Voila. Under conquer, I want movement, model, signature system and processes. That's good. Under command, I want outsourcing, automation, events, and authority building. Okay, so that's all good. I like to save as I go. For those of you that build websites, you never know, things can crash, or maybe there's something wrong with your server, or, you just never know what can happen. So I like to save frequently. Now, since I moved some things around, I want to check the links of each one of these things. Before doing that, I want to make sure that the menu changes I just made reflect in my mega menu. So under Rebel, I should have origin story, niche, plan, and mindset. If you come up here, this is my mega menu. Origin story, niche, plan, mindset. But as you see, because I had these under different modules, origin story mega menu is under Crusade modules, but it should be under Rebel modules. Niche, same thing. These were all originally under Crusade, so they're going to have to be changed. Each one of those are going to have the titles and the links changed to Rebel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my origin. And before I actually do that, I'm going to go into each page. So, whoops, and change it. So I'm gonna save real quick and go in a different way. Rebel origin story. Go this way. If I click on it, it's going to take me to the origin story page. Okay, I'm going to do enable visual builder because I went to a new page. This is going to need to say Rebel because we're in Rebel origin story. Actually, let's just change it. Instead of just changing the titles, we'll come in here and do it. Origin story. We need to change the link. Take all the Crusades out. Again, if you're not sure that you're changing it correctly, just copy and paste your links before doing this. I know what I have in here, so I'm comfortable doing it. Sometimes it'll start typing somewhere else, so make sure your cursor is where you want it to be before you start typing. It's easy to fix if you make a mistake, but just makes it easier. Rebel, same thing. Hover over, click on the settings. Rebel, click on the link tab. Changing the Crusade words to Rebel. Going down to my admin label. Rebel. Or for these links to be accurate, we're going to have to go into, I'm going to save, click on the three little dots, come over here to the right bottom corner and click save. The little turquoise thing. I'm going to exit my visual builder. I want to go to my Rebel origin story page. Up here, you can go into edit page. If you don't want to keep going back and forth into different sections, you can just start with view page. The only reason I'm showing the enable visual builder option is because some people work better if they can see the changes as they go. I actually use this format more than I use the visual builder, but if you're not familiar with DIVI, then the visual builder might work better for you. Okay, so here again, we want to make sure that over here in the page attribution, we're changing it from crusade to rebel. We want it to be rebel. There's command, conquer, rebel. Okay, we're just going to do update. It's now showing that rebel is the parent for the origin story. And then you'll see up here where it says permalink, that also changed. When you change the parent, whoops, I didn't mean to click on that. When you change the parent, it also changed your permalink so it has a correct link. And you know, maybe I showed you backwards. I don't want to confuse anybody. But you could actually start from this page. Go ahead and change your parent. It'll give you your link here. And all you got to do is right click and copy and paste it from there. If you're worried, that's what I was referring to as far as changing your rebel from crusade to rebel or whatever. If you want to get your links through the actual links, that's fine too. Just copy and paste. But I just changed the words. Again, I'm going to come in here. This is actually rebel origin story. So I'm just changing my admin label to rebel. It's not crusade. This is all good. I'm just looking at this stuff. We'll change this one. Rebel origin story. Admin. Rebel. Up here. Click on update. Make sure you guys click update. WordPress will give you a message saying that you're changing pages or leaving without saving if you forget to click update, so it'll remind you to click update. I'm going to do view page. Now that it's saved. Rebel origin story. So Rebel, excuse me, now shows origin story. I'm going to click on the Crusade origin story because I did change that, so I want to make sure. Okay. I want to edit this page. We could do it from this area in Enable Visual Builder, but I'm going to do it this way because I want to change the parent company. As you see, the permalink still shows Crusade. So I'm just showing you another way to update that permalink, the links and the words, instead of using Enable Visual Builder. First, I'm going to start with the page attributes, changing it from origin story is fine, actually. No, I'm going to keep that there. Okay. Rebel origin story. Okay. I'm going to change the name. So I need it to be Rebel origin story. So it's no longer Crusade. Update. This permalink should change when it updates. If it doesn't, we can manually change it. And it didn't, so I'm going to edit that permalink and take the Crusade out and put Rebel. Sometimes that happens, and then click OK and update. Just to make sure our links are working and they're proper. Since it is no longer Crusade, it is Rebel origin story, not Crusade origin story. Now the link is good. All right. Then you'll need to go in and change each one of these as well. Click on that because it's just pretty obvious. If you keep your admin labels correct, you'll know where you need to go in and change it. Or you could go back to your Visual Builder, which would right here build on the front end. Some of you might still have something that says use Visual Builder. Either one is the same thing. Oops, I forgot to change my admin label. Rebel origin story. And then actually change this here. Down here, I'm going to update this. I'm going to show you something. why it's also important to update your admin labels. Here I have accordion modules. Basically what that means is you've added modules that have like it allows you to add sub items, and you'll see when I do view page what I'm referring to. Down on the left side here, this is considered an accordion. So you have like your main header and then 3 things within that, and then you have a main header and 3 things within that, and you can continue to add more items to the left here for your courses. That's what that accordion is. But as you see, I didn't have my admin label set for the Crusade Origin Story module, so I'm going to change that through here, and you'll see, then you'll know which one it is that you need to change. Instead of it just saying accordion, it's going to change to what this says. I hover over it. I need to change that from Crusade. I'm going to click on this. It says Crusade. Change that to a Rebel. Go down, scroll down. That's good. And click OK. Admin label says accordion. I'm going to change it because I want it to say Rebel Story Module 1. Click Save. That's all I really need to change on this page at this point. He's going to be filling content. So I'm going to save. Both dots and save. Now I'm going to exit the visual builder. I want to see something. Rebel Origin Story now shows Rebel Origin Story Module 1. And I have to do that with each module. So I did it with one, but I need to do it with the other two. Maple Visual Builder. Change this to Rebel. And change this to Rebel. And 3 dots. Save. After I've saved those basic things, I'm going to exit the visual builder. I'm going to go into my edit page just to make sure I don't have any links that need to be updated, because I may have links that need to be updated. And I do. And the title of the page is still called Crusade. So I'm changing that to Rebel. Update. This is from Module 2. So we're just doing the exact same thing we already did for Module 1. I'm going to click Edit on the permalink, change Crusade to Rebel. Make sure you don't delete any of these little dashes, because that's what separates each word. That's just how the permalinks work. So I've changed that. I'm going to update again. Again, I'm going to come through and change all the titles. Crusade Story. It says Rebel Origin Story Module 2. Looks good. Just going to change this. Rebel Origin Story Module 2. And this accordion, remember we changed the words on the other one. We're going to do the same thing. Rebel Origin Story Module 2. It's already good there. Click OK, and then come down here, go to the admin label, and change that. It says Rebel Origin Story Module 2, so you know what to update. Update. All right, I'm going to do view page. You can go into pages over here on the left to get to the next page as well. I just prefer to do it this way. Rebel Origin Story. Let's go to the third one because we can visually see that it still says Crusade for the third module. Enable Visual Builder. Rebel. Here. Fix that again. Rebel. This is module 3, by the way. Admin label. Okay. And 3 dots and save. Okay. I'm going to exit the Visual Builder again. Go into Edit Page. And we want to change the Module 3 to say Rebel, not Crusade. Changed Module 1 and Module 2 already. I'm going to change each one of these headings. Rebel Origin Story Module 3. Rebel. Did it have nothing else? Oh. Okay. All right. And then down here is already fixed. I'm going to update. You'll see that the permalink here still says Crusade, so I need to fix that. Okay. Update. Since we're in here, I'm just going to copy and paste this permalink copy link address, right? And what we're going to do is go to View Page. I'm just going to click on Origin Story. I want to go to Rebel Origin Story because these 3 modules have links on the Rebel Origin Story page. And want to make sure that it goes to the right page. So I'm just clicking on it. Rebel Origin Story Module 3. Rebel Origin Story Module 3. Looks good. Back. Module 2, I'm clicking on it. Oh, and it doesn't have a good link. So let's do Enable Visual Builder. Hover over, click on your settings, the little wheel. Highlight, click on link. I'm going to change this, but it's module 2. So I'm going to change that 3 to a 2. Do OK. OK. 3 dots. Save. I'm going to check the first one too since we're in here. It may be just fine, but I want to make sure. Highlight it, add the link. I'm just pasting in. We need to change that one to a 1. That's module 1. Make sure. Save. Then I'm going to exit the Visual Builder so I can click on the links to see if they work. Up here in the top. I want to click on it, see if it works. Okay, so module 1 looks good. We'll click on module 2. That's the one that didn't work just a minute ago. Module 2. Voila. All right, that's all I'm going to show you for now. I'll make some other videos to show you more, but I wanted to walk you through one complete change. That's just for one chapter, Rebel Origin Story. I moved around all the categories and each module within that, what you needed to do to change the titles and the permalinks, the links that go to those appropriately. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll be talking to you soon. Hope you gain value.